Hey, Caleb. So obviously you guys just had a big week off and were able to kind of rest, recover, see family, and now you're back at it with a lot of time between now and your CFP game and not quite knowing your opponent yet. How do you feel coming back to practice with the energy and the way you guys have kind of come back so far in the last 24 hours or so?
It feels good. We out here, you can tell a lot of the guys feel like champions, feel like winners, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to keep it going. We got to practice. Now it's all about practicing like champions, practicing like winners. So we just got to get as best as we can until January 1st.
You mentioned that feeling like winners and champions. What's that atmosphere and energy like for you, somebody that's been here through the difficult times in the program and 3 and 9 seasons, and now having a completely different feeling, playing in a deeper part of the season than you have in previous seasons? How does that feel for you personally, and how does that affect onto the team as well?
It feels good, with the playoffs being is it 12 teams or 16?
12 now.
12, yeah. With it being 12 teams now, it's kind of like last year the job would have pretty much been finished, you know what I'm saying? We would have won conference and we wouldn't have been able to make playoffs because it's only the top 4 teams. But this year the job isn't finished, so that's just what we've been thinking about, is finishing the job. It feels good to win the Big 12 championship, and now we got another job to accomplish, and once that's finished I'll be happy.
Is it weird practicing when you don't know who your opponent is going to be yet, in terms of kind of staying ready or getting the preparation going at all?
No, it's not really weird. It's just the organization of practice is a little different, but it's not really weird because my whole mantra this whole season is just do what we do. And so if we're out there just doing what we do and not worrying about what other teams do and focusing on how we can get better in the things we do, we're good.
How rewarding is it for you to be having this success, both personally and as a team, when you went through all the hard times?
It's very rewarding. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I never thought Stan would get me to this point, and I really don't know why I stayed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy I did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just very happy with that. Very happy that we're having success right now. It's going to help me in my future life.
Did you think about leaving it all at any point?
Oh, for sure. When you don't got a head coach and when all your boys is leaving, you for sure think about things like that. But I trust in God, trust in my family, and honestly, I trust in Coach Dillingham, so I'm just glad I stayed.
Do you feel like kind of the old guy, you and Trenton?
Oh, yeah, I for sure do. I feel like an old head, It's funny, though, because like 2-3 years ago, I was in the position that I'm looking at everybody else in, you know what I'm saying, where you got years left, and now you're looking at the older dude, and now I'm in that position, so it is kind of funny.
How'd you improve so much? I mean, you went from being like a backup guy, maybe a little playing time here and there. Your play has improved so much in the last year.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like I was good last year, but it was like little flashes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was games where I had like good, or it was a series where I played good, and then it was times where I didn't. So my whole focus this offseason was just trying to get better at the thing. Like, I watched myself, and the things that I was making mistakes on, I just try to get better on that. And it was really just doing my job, you know what I'm saying? You do your job, a lot of the times plays will just fall into you. And so that's what they've been doing all year.
So what did you do during the off season? Was it watching film? Was it strength wise? What all did you do to get in this position?
Well, I always felt like I was I wasn't strong. Like, I was always physical, but I always felt like I wasn't the strongest linebacker. So my focus was to be in the weight room twice a day. Like, I'll do workouts with Coach Joe and then go home, and I got a partner from my city that's out here, and I'll go hit the gym again. So I was doing that, and I didn't know if that was going to help or mess my body up, but it actually helped me going twice a day. And now just watching way more film, like, to the point where it's kind of hard to mess up, where you know everything's coming, and that's really what helped, just doing everything more, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's working out or watching film, just doing it a lot more.
What do you make of the motivation you've been able to have in terms of staying for a long period of time, exponentially improving individually every year? Is there anything that you have in your own personal life that kind of helps you stay motivated through times that may be more difficult or more strenuous for you?
Yeah, my family, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like football is a perfect game for me to put my family in a position to win and to take care of them. So honestly, I think about my family a lot and how I could use my football career now to better them in the future, and that's really what pushes me on hard days and hard times.
Who's your favorite pro football player? Do you have a football player or a team that you model your play after?
My favorite team is Cowboys, and I would probably say Michael Parsons. He's probably my favorite player right now just because he's versatile, what he does. So I would say Michael Parsons. experiences.
What do you make of, I guess then going off of being a Cowboys fan, the opportunity to play in AT&T and being able to get the win and lift the trophy in there? How did that kind of feel for you in a stadium that you probably admired it, like potentially playing in one day and succeeding in?
Yeah, that was big. You know, I never thought I'd play in that stadium, and my pops, he's a big Cowboy fan, so just to allow him to be, I think that was his first time there, allowing him to be there and just enjoying the experience. He was looking around at the trophies and stuff they had in there. I don't know exactly what he saw, but he was saying something about they had this glass case or something that was nice. So it was just cool to be able to bring my family through and have them experience that. And also, that was my second time playing. And I never played in a stadium that big, so it was my second time playing in the NFL stadium, but that one was like huge.
What do you make of your family's importance to you now when you guys are in a position where you're kind of maybe head's getting bigger, feeling very confident in yourself, and has that family help you stay more grounded, humble, and ready to go through the times where you might necessarily not need to feel as motivated as you have in the past?
Well, it's a lot easier to be motivated now because they're bigger games, you know what I'm saying? You dream of playing in games like this. And to be honest, I've had a good season, but I haven't done enough, you know what I'm saying, to put myself in the position where I wanted to be. So it's easy to stay motivated now because you only got, this is my last college year, I only got a few games left. So, you know what I'm saying, I just got to make the best of it right now.
Do you and Trenton go back and forth, just being the veteran guys? Do you kind of talk about what it's like to be the veteran guys and go through what you've gone through?
Nah, we don't really talk about it a lot, but it's a different feeling knowing that me and him been through a lot and he was here before me and we've seen everything change. So it's just a better feeling that we both stayed, and we're both happy that we're having this type of success here, and you can tell he loves ASU Sun Devil football, and I'm the same way.
And what do you make of the team now? You guys have a lot of time between your game. What's the most important thing for not only you but for the unit now to kind of stay ready and stay prepared for the big game?
Just practice hard like we're playing this week, you know what I'm saying? Even though you got a game January 1st, sometimes it can get you can get a little complacent, get a little oh, we got time. You don't really got a lot of time. So it's just about using this time now to get us back to regular season form as we can, and that's just the most important.
All right.